Hi guys, I am Dr. Evil Math Sorcerer and I'm going to teach you how to do percentage in pre-algebra. So first on, we will be doing we will be learning what a percent is. A percent is basically a percent and is a ratio that compares a number to 100. So a percent would basically look something like this. 10%. This is the percentage sign you will see in most cases. Okay, so now we're gonna learn how to get a percentage of a number. First, we're gonna do some easy one. 10% of 200. So basically, when we're doing percent, especially with 10%, we move the decimal place over one place to your left. That means if our number is 200, we move it one place to the left, which is 20 point. That's it. 10% of 200 equals 20. Now we're going to solve some problems. So first off, we will do 10% of 10. Remember, as we saw, in 10%, you move the decimal place one place to the left, which means over here. So our answer will be equal to, as you know, 1. Okay, so for 20%, 10% is, 10% of 200 is, remember we move one place to the left, which is 20. 10% is 20. So 20% is twice of 10. And since it's twice, we multiply 20 times 2. 20 times 2 equals to 40. Finding 25% of 100. 25% is also a fraction. It's called 1/4. It's also equal to 1/4 of 100. And if you know how to do fractions, you must know that 1/4 of 100 is 25. Okay, I think you got it. Now we will move on to a higher percent solving problems. We will do word. There are 500 people in a school. 20% of the people are teachers. The rest of them are students. How many more students are there than teachers? Well, to figure this out, first we will need to calculate the amount of percent that there are students. That means we need to do 100 minus 20, because 20 is the amount of percent we have, And since there is 100% in total, we have to subtract 20% from it to get the amount of students. So 100 minus 20 is 80. And that's how much percent of students there are. So 20% of 500 is 10% of 500 times 2. Since to figure out 10%, we need to find out the amount of 500 and then move the decimal place. 10% of 500 is 500 with the decimal place at the end moved one digit over, which equals to 50, as you all know. So then 50 times 2 to figure out 20%, since there 10 times 2 equals 20. So then we get 100. So there are 100 teachers in the school. And then the rest are the amount of students. So then we take 100 and we subtract it from 500. And what do we get? We get 400. So the number of students is 400. And since we have to figure out how many more students there are than teachers, we have to... Okay, now we found how many students there are and how many teachers there are. Now it's asking how many more students are there than teachers. So we gotta take the 400 students and subtract the amount by the amount of teachers, which is 100. And then, as you all know, we get 300. 300. Yep. So that's the answer. There are 300 more students than there are teachers. Guys, I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope you can subscribe. My channel is Dr. Evil Math Sorcerer, PhD. Thanks.